Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews preparedness for Cyclone Biparjoy. Home Minister keeping a watch on the situation round the clock. Prime Minister to distribute about 70,000 appointment letters to recruits under Rozgar Mela tomorrow. Retail inflation eases to 25-month low of 4.25% in May. Industrial output rises to 4.2% in April. Wrestling Federation of India elections to be held on 4th of next month. And in badminton, HS Prannoy to lead India's charge at BWF Indonesia Super 1000 tournament in Jakarta. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a meeting to review the preparedness of ministries and agencies under the centre and Gujarat government to deal with the situation arising out of the impending Cyclone Biparjoy. Mr. Modi directed officers to take every possible measure to ensure that people living in vulnerable locations are safely evacuated by the state government. He also asked them to ensure maintenance of all essential services, including power, telecommunications, health, drinking water. He directed that all such services must be restored in case they are hampered. The Prime Minister also directed that the safety of animals should also be ensured. The Union Home Ministry is also reviewing the situation 24/7 and is in touch with the state government and central agencies concerned. NDRF has pre-positioned 12 teams which are equipped with boats, tree cutters, telecom equipment and others. It has kept 15 teams on standby. Indian Coast Guard and Navy have deployed ships and helicopters for relief, search and rescue operations. Air Force and Engineer Task Force units of the Army with boats and rescue equipment are on standby. Surveillance aircraft and helicopters are carrying out aerial surveillance along the coast. Disaster relief teams and medical teams of the Army, Navy and Coast Guard are also on standby. The meeting was attended by Home Minister Amit Shah, Principal Secretary to Prime Minister, Cabinet Secretary and other senior officers. The National Crisis Management Committee, under the chairmanship of Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba, also reviewed the preparedness. The Chief Secretary of Gujarat apprised the committee of the preparatory measures being taken to protect the population in the expected path of the cyclonic storm and measures being taken by the local administration. Adequate shelters, power supply, medicine and emergency services are being kept in readiness. The Cabinet Secretary assured the Government of Gujarat that all central agencies are ready and will be available for assistance. Intermeteorological Department Senior Scientist R.K. Jainamani informed that Cyclone Biparjoy is expected to cross Saurashtra and Kutch between Mandvi in Gujarat and Karachi in Pakistan near Jakarta port of Gujarat by noon of the 15th of June as a very severe cyclonic storm.
Prediction is that it will reach the Saurashtra and Kutch and Pakistan coast by 15th June noon, and it will make the landfall between Mandvi, that is Gujarat, and Karachi, that is Pakistan, near Jakarta port, that is our Gujarat. And during the landfall time at the noon, it will cross as a very severe cyclonic storm, and the wind speed, maximum sustained wind speed, likely to be 125, 135, gusting to 150.
IMD said it has been issuing regular bulletins with the latest forecast to all states and concerned agencies. A report.
Fishermen have returned safely after the advance warning of a storm, while all 24,000 boats have been parked at safe places along the coast. Gujarat State Relief Commissioner Alok Kumar Pandey informed that evacuation of people from the most affected villages within 0 to 5 kilometers from the coast where the cyclone is likely to make landfall in the area between Mandvi and Jakhau in Kutch district has started from today. Moreover, 12 teams each of NDRF, SDRF have been deployed in the cyclone-affected districts including Kutch, Devbhoomi Dwarka, Jamnagar and Porbandar to move people to safe places due to heavy winds and rain. Bharat Devmani, Akashvani News, Ahmedabad.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will distribute about 70,000 appointment letters to newly inducted recruits under Rozgar Mela tomorrow morning through video conferencing. Mr. Modi will also address the appointees on the occasion. The Rozgar Mela will be held at 43 locations across the country. The recruitments are taking place across central government departments as well as state governments and union territories supporting the initiatives. The new recruits elected from across the country will be joining the government in various departments. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari laid the foundation stone of 10 national highway projects worth more than 8,415 crore in Uttar Pradesh today. The minister mentioned that the government is committed to creating a new path of progress through national highways in Uttar Pradesh. 5 national highway projects worth 2,200 crore rupees are in the Pratapgarh region, while 5 projects worth 6,215 crore rupees are in the Devariya region of the state. Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarbananda Sonowal said his ministry has been working constantly to improve the transportation sector of the country. Mr. Sonowal said by investing in the infrastructure to ensure smooth conduit via inland waterways, the government is committed to unlocking the value and economic potential of the interior parts of the country. The minister said this while participating in the stakeholders meeting aimed at unlocking the export-import trade potential of Dhubri port in Assam today. 4 people were killed and 4 others injured in an accident in Sinnar Taluka on Maharashtra Samriddhi Highway in Nashik district. According to police, the passengers in a car were returning to Shirdi after leaving relatives in Mumbai for the Hajj pilgrimage when the driver lost control and crashed into the guard wall in the middle of the highway at midnight. Police informed that 4 people died on the spot while 4 others suffered serious injuries. It said the injured were immediately transferred to Shirdi for further medical treatment after initial treatment in Sinnar. Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal today announced a monthly pension of 10,000 rupees for the Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan awardees of the state, besides free travel facility in Volvo buses of the state government. The Chief Minister made this announcement during his visit to Karnal today while interacting with media persons. The government today refuted media reports of a data breach in the CoWIN platform. The Health Ministry in a statement clarified that all such reports are without any basis and mischievous in nature. It said the CoWIN portal of the Health Ministry is completely safe with adequate safeguards for data privacy. The ministry said certain posts on the social media platform Twitter have claimed that using a Telegram bot, the personal data of individuals who have been vaccinated is being accessed, which is not correct. The development team of CoWIN has confirmed that there are no public APIs where data can be pulled without an OTP. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. On the completion of the NDA government's 9 years in office, Akashvani News brings you a series of special stories on the initiatives taken by the government. Today we take a look at the circular economy.
The key to an Atmanirbhar Bharat is sustainable growth. A circular economy path adopted by India could bring in substantial annual benefits along with significant reduction in congestion and pollution, which will consequently have a snowball effect on economy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi last year launched a global initiative, Lifestyle for Environment, a life movement. This was proposed by him at COP26. Prime Minister said Mission Life borrows from the past, operates in the present and focuses on the future. Reduce, reuse and recycle are the concepts woven into our life. The circular economy has been an integral part of our culture and lifestyles, he added. Government of India has already notified various rules such as plastic waste management rules, e-waste management rules, construction and demolition waste management rules, metals recycling policy, etc. in this regard. To expedite the transition of the country from linear to circular economy, 11 committees were formed to prepare a comprehensive action plan. Various ministries have published policy papers for the implementation of circular economy in respective fields. All India Council for Technical Education has introduced an elective credit point course on the circular economy. Jeevan Bhavsar, Akashvani News, Mumbai.
President Draupadi Murmu today interacted with members of 75 particularly vulnerable tribal groups PVTGs from various parts of the country at Rashtrapati Bhavan. The President had invited them for a visit to the Rashtrapati Bhavan for extensive interaction and to apprise them about the various schemes and initiatives of the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Speaking on the occasion, the President said in Budget 2023-24, the Union Government had announced the Pradhan Mantri PVTG Development Mission. She said the mission will saturate PVTG families and habitations with basic facilities.
स्वाधीनता के 75 वर्ष पूरी होने के उपलक्ष्य में सभी देशवासी आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। ये विशेष प्रसन्नता की बात है कि सभी 75 पीवीटीजी के विकास हेतु केंद्र सरकार द्वारा वर्तमान बजट में प्रधानमंत्री पीवीटीजी डेवलपमेंट मिशन प्रारंभ किया गया है। इस अभियान के तहत अगले 3 वर्षों में तेजी से काम किया जाना है।
G20 countries strongly reaffirmed their commitment to the full and effective implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the achievement of its Sustainable Development Goals SDGs, while leaving no one behind. After the day-long meeting and 2 sessions on SDG and climate issues during the Development Ministers' meeting at Varanasi, the countries affirmed their commitment to putting sustainable development at the center of the international cooperation agenda. Retail inflation based on the Consumer Price Index, CPI, eased to a 25-month low of 4.25% in the month of May this year. Inflation in April had stood at 4.7%. Inflation has fallen mainly due to the easing of food prices, such as cereals and vegetables, as well as lower energy prices. As per the Ministry of Statistics and Programme Implementation data released today, the Consumer Food Price Index FPI last month dropped to 2.91% from 3.84% in April. Meanwhile, the industrial output of the country rose to 4.2% in April this year. According to the Ministry of Statistics and Programme Implementation data released today, the index of industrial production expanded as the manufacturing sector's output grew 4.9% in April, while mining output rose by 5.1%, power generation declined by 1.1% in April, factory output measured in terms of the IIP grew 6.7% in April last year. The National Investigation Agency NIA has today attached 17 properties of the financier of terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir, Zahur Ahmad Shah Watali, in the Hurriyat's terror funding case. The attached properties belonging to Watali are located in the Handwara area of Kupwara in Kashmir. NIA said the accused Watali supports terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir and provides financial assistance to terror groups. Former Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi passed away at Milan's San Raffaele Hospital today. He was 86. Italy's longest-serving Premier Berlusconi had been suffering from leukemia, and he had recently developed a lung infection. The Indian Olympic Association IOA announced today that the impending Wrestling Federation of India WFI elections will be held on the 4th of July. It also announced that former Jammu and Kashmir High Court Chief Justice Mahesh Mittal Kumar has been appointed as returning officer for the elections. On the 27th of April, the IOA had formed an ad hoc committee on the directions of the Sports Ministry to run the day-to-day affairs of the Federation after top wrestlers staged a protest against outgoing WFI chief Braj Bhushan Sharan Singh, accusing him of sexual harassment. Shuttler HS Prannoy will be in the spotlight at the Indonesia Open, a BWF Super 1000 tournament beginning in Jakarta tomorrow. The world number 8 will be up against Kenta Nishimoto of Japan, and a first-round win is likely to pit him against China's Shi Yuqi in the second round. Meanwhile, double Olympic medalist PV Sindhu and 2021 World Championship silver medalist Kidambi Srikanth will also look for impressive starts to their campaign. The BWF World Tour is divided into 6 levels, including World Tour Finals, 4 Super 1000, 6 Super 750, 7 Super 500 and 11 Super 300. Now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews preparedness for Cyclone Biparjoy. Home Ministry keeping a watch on the situation round the clock. Prime Minister to distribute about 70,000 appointment letters to recruits under Rozgar Mela tomorrow. Retail inflation eases to 25-month low of 4.25% in May. Industrial output rises to 4.2% in April. Wrestling Federation of India elections to be held on the 4th of next month. And in badminton, HS Prannoy to lead India's charge at BWF Indonesia Super 1000 tournament in Jakarta. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.